Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a high elo gamecast. I am Sylphin. In the series we take a look at hopefully high skilled games where we can learn from what these players do up in this high bracket. Of course we're using third party elo systems, so it's not official. We are just simply trying our best to try to learn from these high skilled players. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into the game here with this very nice looking team. Oh my goodness, Master Richter, Master Serath. Oh, baby. Alright, so on the blue team we have NATO Sick on Revenant, Master Splinter on Rinter, Terrified Potato on Grux, Savage on Serath, and Little Mars on Lieutenant Bellica. Very interesting, nice, good front line here. Richter, Grux with the Serath engaging there in the late game. The potential will be there with Revenant and Bellica in the back line. So very nice there, Richter support. Ooh, that looks like a scary team if I don't say so myself. Now, for the orange team, looks like we're going to have Defear on Grux, Poseidon's Sea on Lieutenant Bellica, Meek Cloud on Narbash, Keej the Mage on Twin Blast, and Jordan on Revenant. Two ranged carries with one fighter frontline, Narbash support frontline. He's going to only be really like a frontline in the late game, with Bellica being in the being their caster there. So very interesting team composition to say the least. Not much. We got the crowd control in these three heroes here: the Grux, Bellica, and Narbash. So that control kind of be there for the back line. So they're gonna have to really focus on making sure that nothing. They protect their backline. So in terms of in the lanes here, we got Revenant and Narbash actually in the safe lane with Twin Blast in the off lane. So Keej the Mage here, going to see what he's going to have to do, make some fancy work here in the off lane. Going to be very interesting to see this for sure. Bellica here in the mid lane, I mean, who else is super meta here in the mid lane? Nobody else that I can think of. Bellica's, man, that stun is something else. We have Serath here in the off lane. Master Serath. Whoa. Scary stuff for the blue team in the off lane. And, looks like Master Splinter probably getting that hook or not even needing it. Wow, well done indeed for NATO Sake and Master Splinter to get Keej the Mage there on the Twin Blast in the off lane. Twin Blast. You think that'd be fairly easy, especially with his E. But of course, replay bug. We have no idea what he actually selected there. So it looks like the Grux is coming in from the side for a little bit of a gank, but no, Defear is backing off there, as the Serath does know all about it. She will be slippery here if she does get a send. Again, a freaking replay bug, man. I'm assuming she probably got a send first, just so that those ganks here, she can kind of jump away. So here's Defear getting the 3-minute buff. Did get the green buff. Looked like maybe he didn't get too many white camps just yet, but should be able to be fine. And another replay bug there. Fantastic. Here comes the Grux here for the... He's dodging and juking. But no, I don't think he's going to be able to get away. There is the pull. Yep. Deleted. Absolutely. Very nicely done trying to, trying to get out of there, and good jukes, but just not enough. Twin Blast. He only has so much juke before he got nothing else. So good job here by the blue team. Looks like 2-0 in the early game. That's what they're a little bit more traditional, dare I say, 2 carries. Team composition is going to give them. Actually, it really doesn't look half bad for them. As again, the crowd control, and crowd control, especially on the Richter there, it's going to be very strong. Looks like there is the stun on Savage. Can Jordan get him? No, absolutely cannot. As unfortunately, they can't secure the kill there on the Serath. She does get away. The slippy nature of Seraph there with the Ascend and Q to get that invulnerability frame. Here's Defear coming in. Can he get NATO sick? I don't think that was enough. No, he can't. Trying to gank here on the off lane. Kind of help Kija the Mage here a little bit. As doesn't look like he went for a healer token whatsoever. Maybe kind of banking here, getting that damage and those last hits. Maybe to try to get some sort of a advantage. Here's a Defear and is warding as well. Looks like he's trying to contest the river buff. Does he get it? Yes, he does. Rebellica did take the first swing, so that means Defear probably could get it. Here's Poseidon Sea trying to... Oh! That looked like a little bit of lag, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, not able to punish Little Mars there for trying to anything. But here comes Meat Cloud from behind. Actually, and misses the thunk. Oh, my goodness. That could have been something. Not sure if the Bellica could have capitalized on that with her just using her Seismic Assault, but nonetheless, it was a job well done. Defear, oh, he probably could have got the Richter, but not sure if the Twin Blast would have been able to kind of secure that. He does have Black buff, which is terrifying. But no, Kija the Mage is going to have a good time getting the CP here. He's probably 7, probably a little bit behind Jordan here. No, at 7. Or sorry, NATO Sec at 9. Yeah, so he's doing all right. He is doing all right. That is going to be the benefit of having a ranged hero here. Oh, here's Kija the Mage getting hooked. And there's a 3-person gank. Deleted. Another kill for NATO Sec just to feed that advantage in the early game that they have kind of secured for themselves. This should be the off-lane tower. I'm not sure if Terrified Potato is going to help clear this wave really quick, but no. Could have been the off-lane tower. And instead he's deciding to go and invade the jungle. Yes, with that screen buff. Going to be very, very quick to do that. As Defear here isn't heading on over to help. He was over there earlier, but I suppose there's only so much help he can give before the jungle responsibility is his. Poseidon's Sea is over here to try to help defend, but the mid lane is getting pushed. Not too serious, as yeah, they are going to have... They can't really push too early in this barely 7-minute mark. Not too much CP here to quickly clear these lanes. So very interesting. A little bit more coordination from the blue team just yet. Has the orange team gotten a kill? No, they have not, and it's all been on Kija the Mage. So they probably know that the blue team here knows that they have to punish Kija the Mage to really make sure he can't get the easy last hits that he is going to have here in this off lane just from being... Oh, and he misses the... And there's the pull. Missed pull as well. Missed stun. So Kija the Mage is getting absolutely pressured monstrously. But is doing a good job here of keeping it somewhat. As 6-point. Interesting choice there with on the Madstone Gem 112. Not sure exactly what that is about. Defear going into an early Madstone Gem as well. No wards just yet. They probably I'm kind of noticing that in that these high elo players kind of don't get their wards till about the 10-minute mark, which is probably, you know, not a half bad idea, as they can get those last hits and CP early enough to warrant kind of, you know, going into one card first before that ward, where, you know, you kind of really need it in the early game, or you don't need until the Raptors come online at about the 10-minute mark. So that is very interesting to seeing that more, even though, you know, those ganks and stuff could really have been prevented with a couple of wards here from... oh, look at that, the stun on Poseidon's Sea, kind of messing up Master Splinter there from a Master Richter. That's probably the most terrifying hero, if you were to ask me, would be a Master Richter. I would, yeah, just Alt F4. There's a Master Richter on the enemy team, just Alt F4. Especially a Master Richter and Master Grim combo. Oh my goodness, just Alt F4. Alt F4 uninstall, man. That's yikes. Especially if they duo queue. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Scary, scary, scary. Anyways, back on track here. Jordan 615 hasn't died yet. 11 CP to NATO 614. So even though it's just one kill, he has been a part of those kills much more often, getting that assist bonus. And yeah, that's going to be there. So there's Defear getting Terrified Potato, and a whole engagement I'm missing. Look at that, for one here. Finally, the orange team can manage to get some kind of a kill here. But I don't think that Mage is going to be able to live. No, he's not. Poseidon C trying to get Master Splinter. Me Cloud is going nuts as support. Can he take down NATO Sick? I don't think so. There's the Obliterate to completely demolish him. And Poseidon C is going to try to make something happen. They don't see where she is. The Master Splinter is trying to find him. But here we go. Here's Poseidon C coming around. There's a stun. Can she take out NATO Sick? Yes, there's the ultimate. Pokemon turnaround. Can you get a little Mars? Probably not enough mana, though. I think, oh, there you go. That was your chance there. Try to make something happen on a little Mars, but no. Poseidon C is just going to have to prolong the inevitable here. Trying to make something happen. Oh, look at the jukes. Oh, my goodness. The jukes are real. What is going on? My goodness. Oh, requiring 4 people to take him down. That was absolutely hilarious. Well done. Well done, juking around those basic hits. Oh my goodness, that was well done. Just a big waste of time for the blue team, but trying to get those skills. So at least could punish the Revenant here. Could punish NATO Sick. I mean, maybe not letting him get to snowball too much here. 17 card power to Poseidon C. 14 actually, very interesting. So good job on her for keeping relevant there. Nice kill. Definitely will help. So 17, the NATO Sick on the Revenant of all carries, getting that advantage. And Adamant Edges, nice to see that. As you know what, hey, that health will definitely help when you choose to go one-on-one, making sure that you can get those kills. As you know what, hey, I like it. That's what I recommended at first. But of course, then when we did the math, we found out that. The meltdowns are the least worst option to go into all damage. So there is a kill on the Bellica. There's a kill on the Richter, and the Narbash had to die for it. So, and that is definitely good for the orange team, trading their support for 2 kills. Definitely a good trade, especially if Keija the Mage there got those kills. Let's see, he got one of them. Whereas Defear, it looked like Defear probably got one of them. But there's going to be punished here. No, don't body block him, Defear. Oh, my goodness. As that's just going to be a bad trade. So they're going to lose all this advantage that they got. So it's indeed, it's not. So 2 for 2. 2 for 3. Actually, yeah. Uh-oh, that didn't end up being very good for the orange team. There's the Scar to obliterate for Poseidon C. But she does enable to get out. Meatcloud's going to come in and to take out Terrified Potato. Is it going to be able to? No, Meatcloud! Oh boy, there is trying to get a pick, but I mean, an Narbash, unless he got that ultimate, really, you can't really do very much. Unfortunately, Terrified Potato does get out of there. Blue team is forced to retreat. They don't really have numbers around it for too long, as the orange team is able to come over here and contest a little bit. So looks like the back and forth is starting to happen, but the blue team simply just a little bit coordinated, a little bit better. I like the this team composition much more than this orange team. As yeah, orange team, man, Twin Blast Revenant. It's going to be very, very interesting. At this point, we can take a look at the builds here, see if there's anything interesting about anything here. Impact Hammer already for the Revenant, going into some crit. We got a Quenching Scales here for the Richter. Oh, the Obliterate almost getting Keija the Mage, and that's going to be what? He's most terrified about that. Easy peasy. Take a look at that. Absolutely obliterating little Mars here with a nice thunk from Meatcloud here to secure that with Terrified Potato and jungling in the enemy team side. So Meatcloud and Grux kind of just ignoring each other, knowing there's not much they can do. Trying to maybe come in, but nobody decides to touch Terrified Potato. Here's Jordan. He's going to town with the E and the Obliterate, the Scar and the Obliterate. But no, it doesn't follow that with a ultimate or anything to chase him down. So nice to see the Quenching Scales out already. Still a Scout's Award. Haven't seen that a little bit more in play. Nothing too special. Burst Engine for the mana regen. Absolutely love it on on my mid lane casters. And nothing too exciting. Well, no ward for the Revenant, but a ward for Kijin the Mage. I'd like to see that. So definitely in the off lane, you're going to definitely need it for sure. And nothing too special again. The Narbash with the Quenching Scales. Pretty typical here already, having 15 CP to spend with some lesser health in the Guardian's Ward. Very nice to see that as well. Here's me, Cloud, coming over to help Keeter the Mage, as maybe that's a little bit more relevant at this time. The Revenant can definitely hold his own, perhaps, now that that lane has been pushed. So he can just kind of sit there, slow push it, and have no problem whatsoever. Here comes Defear. Look at the nice thunk. And NATO 6 absolutely going to be taken down here, but no, he uses his ultimate as a safety feature as well, and there he goes down. Very nice play by NATO Sick there to kind of leave his Richter to die and him get the kill at least. So hey, if the support's death can mean a kill for the carry, you definitely should be taking that, as NATO 6 deep in enemy territory, maybe trying to get down here. Here's Little Mars. I'm not sure what she's trying to do here, maybe trying to help out NATO Sick, but no, she's going to get taken down as well. Kijin the Mage with a nice grenade. And here comes NATO Sick. Wow. Manages to get out of enemy territory, being that deep. No, the orange team definitely didn't collapse there. There's the E. Whoa! NATO Sick landing the Obliterate, using that vision in the fog wall. Looks like definitely Jordan did not have NATO Sick scarred, so he didn't have vision. Therefore, the Obliterate did not hit him. So, isolation requires some vision first. It looks like that wasn't done. So, very nicely done here by NATO Sick. Oh man, the plays on Revenant, absolutely very much possible. Here's Savage, here's Split, so definitely Split pushing in her lane, trying to get that CP going. Now that the off lane, now that her tower is down, again, the enemy duo will be kind of rotating around, trying to do other things. So she has the opportunity now to get that CP that she definitely needs. So in the kill department, the orange team has kind of creeped back up, kind of fighting back, trying to get that kill count up and the CP. Here's Poseidon Zed with a nope, not a kill there. Looking like maybe it could have been, but no mana anyways for her ultimate to work, as looks like that couldn't happen. Here is Me Cloud there. She's trying to play that CC, but no, Kijin the Mage not able to attack him regardless. And unfortunately, NATO Sick does get out of there alive. Poseidon Zed. There's the stun, but no, it actually doesn't work. And there's NATO Sick almost there. Master Splinter, did he interrupt that? That pull, but either way, Jordan does get the kill. He does blink out as well. There is the kill. Oh, but no, Terrified Potato does take him out. Can Defear last while the Kijin the Mage takes him down? No, he cannot. So 2 for 2 here, but it looks like Little Mars is going to make it a 3 for 2 for the orange team. Absolutely. Now Master Splinter has to be careful, as Kijin the Mage will be able to use his grenades. No, he doesn't, to poke down the Master Splinter. So 3 for 2 for the orange team. They are clawing it back at this point. Yep, they're slowly clawing it back, and the CP department's not looking all that bad either for them. Low 20s and a 33 for NATO Sick. My goodness, man. Yeah, looking pretty good for the orange team. They are clawing it back. They are starting to climb in that CP department relative to the blue team, even though NATO Sick is skyrocketing here at 33. 11-2 at the 18-minute mark. My God. Wow. Well done. That is why he is a high elo player, man. He knows his carries very well. Here's Master Splinter with the teleblink into some crazy CC on Me Cloud, although there's no follow through. Master Splinter is getting a little bit thirsty for blood here. If he can have another pull here. NATO Sick. Oh, very nice, given the vision for the Obliterate. Wow. Well done there, NATO Sick, obviously. Hey, 12-2. Obliterate, man. Pretty strong. Requiring that vision, requiring that somebody to do just what Master Splinter did, dive deep into enemy territory, provide that vision. And the Obliterate did work indeed. So Blue team gets the Raptors, I do believe, and only going to continue pushing that advantage. There's the Scar into some. Oh, very nice, very nicely done. Holy smokes, NATO sick man. Fantastic blink shot. Fantastic blink shot to absolutely prevent that. To prevent that stasis bomb from killing him. Oh my goodness. Defear trying to get something back your Master Splinter with the CC, but it doesn't look like that matters as Defear is dead regardless. Orange team's kind of falling apart here, not really making any of these previous engagements in their advantage, kind of piecemealing into this enemy team. And the blue team is making it work. Little Mars. Oh, these blink these tele blinks. Oh. Jeez, absolutely monstrous. Master Little Mars, what are they doing? Oh my goodness. Stabblink, sorry. I would assume it's a teleblink, but no. Stablink's probably makes a little bit more sense on a tank that has that health to spare. Oh man. Oh boy. The advantage here is only skyrocketing for the blue team. If they can continue this, even though the CP is okay for the orange team. I mean, look at NATO Sick, 39 CP. Oh, almost 2 CP a minute. Already with the crit bonus not unlocked though. 32% crit chance there is all of that. Yeah, so he should very much be going into that crit soon. Even though that power is actually very, very strong on Revenant. As that's just how his power curve looks. That is just how it looks. Jordan here with the purple buff. I thought he was going to do something here on Little Mars, but Little Mars, I think I think he knew that, and he did retreat there. He knew somebody got that purple buff. I was careful. Something here that they need to take into account here is Savage not necessarily being a part of any of these engagements. Trying to maybe get that CP in their favor. Here's Miko getting obliterated from the CC. Oh, and he's alive! No way! But no, Terrified Potato does engage deep for that. They should collapse back, make it happen. But there is Jordan making that happen with another teleblink play. Terrified Potato is going down. And NATO Sick does get out of there. Oh, goodness. All right, so the blue team may be trying to be a little bit too aggressive, making some plays that might be a little bit pushing their luck. As you know what, nobody is responding to Savage. Split pushing here. I mean, as long as the rest of the blue team can play it safe, let her kind of do that. Let the carry split push get that CP that she so desperately needs. They will be playing a more late game focused strategy. So you know, oh, there goes Defear going down. And Little Mars almost getting taken out by the Bellica ultimate. Just looks like if she had a little bit less mana, that would have worked, but unfortunately not. So does the tier 2 tower go down? And it absolutely does. So orange team not responding to that heavy split push here by Savage, who has at this point, let's check the CP, 26, has clawed back that CP. So at this point with 3 Windcarver blades, that is going to really, really hurt. Assassin's Board, a whole bunch of minor strikes with that Vampiric Elixir. Yep. So she has all of a sudden came back in relevancy, at least 0 and 0 and 0. So yeah, the split pushing is heavy with her, just because she needs that card power. And I think hopefully if the rest of her team knows that, they can play into that and still be successful here. There's NATO Sick with the getting stunned, but nope. She does back up. Meat Cloud knows that he has to be a little bit careful. So there is the movement speed, and there is the stabbing into a pull, but nope, doesn't land. Master Splinter here, they know that the pull is down, so now is the time to at least harass. And there's Key to the Mage with the, oh no, doesn't get the Raptor Steel as grenades and the triple strike, not triple strike, rapid fire, there we go, it does not connect. So there is NATO Sick. He's gonna 1v1 Jordan. He gets the kill with the Scar into the Obliterator. He didn't even actually use a Scar, so he didn't even need it. Oh my goodness, that is the advantage of snowballing with Revenant, as the power is unreal that you can get against an enemy here that ours. So yeah, 31 to 46. My goodness, 50% stronger than the enemy carry. NATO sick, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous, ridiculous. 44 equipped. Oh my goodness. There's a Blade of Agora. 32% crit chance. Going into some Thirst Fang. Interesting. Yeah, converting that raw power into more utility, because the crit bonus will be giving him that DPS, so that the impact hammer that he's going into, here we go. Yes, major wound. Yep, there we go. Very nicely done indeed. Don't think it's going to be 100% crit build. But we have yet to see. I mean, he might be replacing the Sage's Ward for something else, so we just will have to see exactly what he does there. At the 24-minute mark, we can take a quick look at the builds again on the Pure and Quenching Scales coming out. Master Splinter, not yet. Stab Link, not yet here for the Honor the Pure. As hopefully that doesn't hurt his team too much. Blood-soaked armor for the Grux and blood-soaked for the other team's Grux. No, not yet. Again, a stab link. Interesting. That mobility and reposition is so powerful for these high elo players. They can absolutely make it work. Meltdowns absolutely key in the early game, but then fall off drastically in the late game. Yeah, so looking pretty darn good here. Transitioning into the late game kinetic. No attack speed, interesting, or no crit chance, interesting. Now here's Defear. Oh, but NATO sick, absolutely playing the jukes. There is the, but is Defear, can he do it? NATO sick, absolutely, almost. No, Defear, well played. Well played, Defear, to kind of juke that out, but unfortunately, the rest of his team is there. So, ooh, looks like there's another replay bug. Who is that? That is Terrified Potato being absolutely invisible on the replay, unfortunately. As there we go. Blue team trying to be a little bit kind of aggressive with their still split pushing Serath. So I mean, they need to play it a little bit more careful and just kind of let her do her thing, play the late game focus, and it will happen. Let's look at Savage here. 34 Bellica ultimate. Oh no, that could have worked, but let's see if it was on cooldown. Yes, it was on cooldown for 6 seconds. Oh, lucky Savage. Oh, so lucky. So, I mean, hey, there's really not much harm in her doing what she's doing, unless the blue team here doesn't play it safe and gets and protects their inhibitors and tier 2s. So, unfortunately, they could have made this work if they just played a little bit differently. But hey, this isn't true competitive here, just high elo. Look, orange team definitely has a much better vision here in the around the Raptors, as they will be respawning soon, so they definitely can have the opportunity there to push that that objective, as they definitely will have an easy time doing it with the blue team having to respond to their safe lane. Getting pushed strongly from those super minions, and again the Serath back there, split pushing in their safe lane. Yeah, Master Splinter knows he has to be extremely careful. I'm not sure if he got a Raptor steal with his hook, but I do highly doubt it. Pardon me. Woo! Here's Savage, leaving this lane, being a little bit more careful here. 36 CP absolutely has caught up in the CP department. Look at this, absolutely being at least on par with the enemy team all of a sudden. So well done on her from actually doing that with a kill there. Actually, interesting. I didn't actually see her get that kill at all. So here's Savage coming up with Defear. I think she might be able to take him. But I think Defear is much more confident in this. Here is that burst from Defear, but the rest of his team is collapsing here. But no, she has to retreat. So no, now she's gonna they're piecemealing into this, and Savage is absolutely getting taken out. So unfortunately, oh boy, poor engagement from the three of them, kind of piecemealing into these. There are the blinks. Defear missing that. There's the, oh yeah, so there, oh wow. misplay there by Defear, unfortunately, to miss some basic attacks, but there's a missed thunk, and yeah, she's just dead. Oh my goodness, Mikla does get that last hit. So unfortunately, that was a very poor engagement from those blue team members, kind of piecemealing in there, not committing to any engagement there. You can see that burst from the Grux is really quite real, with a whole bunch of power here. Yeah, you can see a meltdown even. With some health, quenching scales on a Grux, very interesting. And again, that stabling, which you saw, was very, very effective. Man, these players can use these cards to great ends, and it's really interesting to see them do that. All of the CP to spend on that mobility is very, very strong. As you can tell, they're very able to abuse. Oh, nice dodge of the pull, but no. Simply is out of position, trying to grant vision, trying to get that vision advantage over or Prime, which is very, very important, but maybe not that important as. But blue team does have to respond to this lane getting constantly pushed by these super minions. So this is only going to offer Savage here an opportunity to get some good farm off. So it's going to be interesting, because I think that the blue team, with this lane getting pushed like this, that's only going to provide them the opportunity for some farm. And you know what? That's going to make Savage here even more relevant in the CP. Already 39. Kicking it up here as NATO sick. 55 CP. 30-minute mark. Well done, man. Well done. Looks like they are starting or Prime, so the orange team's going to have to respond to this. They don't have vision, although they do have a ward actually right there. Master Splinter really doing a good job of pushing these guys back, even though the orange team is coming in here. So there you go. No, Terrified Potato did finish it off, and looks like NATO Sick is absolutely getting focused down here. Is he able to do something? No, Jordan is his Obliterate is kind of split on people, but looks like they actually get the advantage there. As is he going to be able to do it? I don't think so. Oh, he's blink shotting in. I don't think he has it has enough. No, he doesn't. So that's a wasted blink shot. And the blue team is falling apart though. There is Little Marcy coming back in. Orange team. Oh, they had it, but no. NATO 6 is actually that was a Penta kill. No way, NATO 6. You are absolutely unreal, man. Penta kill from NATO Sick. Let's go back and look at that. I'm sorry. This should be live, but I absolutely want to see this from his perspective. As this looked actually really dire here, as Defear came right in. There's the blink. There's a blink shot. He finishes off Defear to get that blink shot back on off cooldown. So he's repositioning here, being very careful. Here's MeatCloud coming in. Poseidon at sea. He's going to 1v1, but I don't think you can win a 1v1 versus NATO Sick, man. Oh my goodness. Absolutely deletes him. He is positioned very safely. Oh, one-shot kill on the Narbash. Here comes another blink shot to kick down the... Oh, unbelievable, man. Excellent, excellent positioning, excellent execution, excellent 1v1. The rest of his team absolutely was doing a phenomenal job of just kind of keeping the rest of the enemy team at bay, whereas NATO Sick can just go to town. Some of the best play I have seen, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know down in the comments. That is a top 5 play of the week. Absolutely guaranteed. Right there. Well done, man. Holy smokes. This might not be the end of the game, but let's see if they can get some good core damage here. Savage and NATO 6 is going to be absolutely going to town here. No, the Sarah thinks that she can do it, but let's see. Can she? Oh, she's still alive. Is that some great lifesteal? No, unfortunately, not able to do that. NATO Sick absolutely could have been focusing down the core. That would be a dead core. So you know what, guys? I say it quite frequently. Just attack the freaking core when you can. You can well, quote, suicide into the core quite effectively with those minions and do much more damage than you otherwise could have, as that could be the game right there. that could have been the game. Unfortunately, you know what? Savage was right there to kind of go all in, as the potential there for that was absolutely astronomical. NATO's like looking to maybe 1v1 here, Key to the Mage, but his shadow buff might be wearing off soon. It looks like the orange team is absolutely going all in on the blue team's safe lane. So they're gonna have to reposition, gonna have to make something. Is NATO Sick gonna absolutely do this? He's gonna get the scar, and there's the one dead to fear. Engaging too hard there. They didn't see NATO Sick. There's the obliterate. Oh, Mikau doing a good job there, mitigating that obliterate from NATO Sick. As now it's a 4v4 on the defensive here for the blue team. Missed Thunk on NATO Sick. I don't think anything would have happened from that either way. But I don't think the orange team's going to have much to do here. NATO Sick at full 60 CP build. Is it equipped, though? That is the question, actually. No, it's not. So he's missing out. What is he missing? He's missing probably some damage or some crit chance here. So, yeah, the orange team has to retreat now that Savage is back up. They've let this get into the late game, even though it's not particularly late game CP. Well, it basically is. Serath is going to be coming online here fairly soon. In next 10, 15 CP, she's going to come online. Revenant definitely came online much earlier, and there's 20%. So 20% life crit chance, 44, 64%, 64%. So he is going a little bit okay. Yeah. So that is quite fair. 64. That's solid. Solid. At least more than half, a little bit under 3 of the 4 shots that he's definitely going to land here is going to crit. So if he gets lucky, all 4, but he could get very unlucky and have none of them crit as well. So that is a good compromise, very, very good compromise. Because that is going to be a lot of power for his obliterate, which at this elo he will be hopefully able to isolate his targets, have some great effect on that obliterate, and these shots are definitely going to hurt. There's Terrified Potato. He's going in for the hard engage, but there's a great pull. Savage is not going in. Master Splinter dived down too deep. No, the rest of the team was not there. They have to just siege this. That is their advantage. They should have just sieged this because the rest of the 2 lanes can push on their own. They could have made it work. So, oh, that is very unfortunate. And look at that. Very nicely done by Mikloud there to stun NATO Sick out of his ultimate. Kind of wasted. There is the engage. And no, he is dead. That was definitely a misplay there by Master Splinter, as the rest of his team is going to fall unless they can make the play happen. Here's Little Mars and Savage. Stasis Gem to miss the smash and grab. Oh, but Savage, is she going to be doing Sarah things? Is the lifesteal enough to keep her alive? No, she didn't land the Q on the minion wave. Is it enough? Can she 1v1? No, that ability usage would kill her if she had landed the Q on the old minion wave. That would have been it, I think. Let's see how much life she has. 10%, 12.5%. No, not very much. So I don't know if that would have been enough to do Serath things here with all 3 of them low. That could have been a Serath domination moment. Oh, if that had only landed on the minion wave. Maybe it did, and it's just not enough. So they should have just sieged that. Waited out their own minion waves to push in their favor, and that would have gone so differently. It would have forced the orange team to pull away from that side, forced them to go into deal with the other lanes, giving the orange team the advantage. Perfect situation. Unfortunately, there they gave up that advantage. So hopefully you guys understand that. If you guys have lane pressure in, if you have inhibitors down in other lanes, just siege, play it careful. Wait for your super minion to kind of just bully down that lane, push into their core, and then they have to defend it or they lose the game. So then you can automatically get numbers advantage, and then you can easily siege down towers, inhibitors. Just play it safe. Play it safe. Wait out the enemy team, and you basically win. I mean, they had it all right there. They had it all right there, and unfortunate that didn't work out. Now they're going to be positioning around Or Prime. Or Prime did just drop, I do believe. Anyways, blue team is in a much better position to get it with only one of their inhibitors down. Well, the orange team has to deal with two. The lanes are pushed up very nicely, even though the blue team does have much better ward coverage. So there's going to be one big contested time here with little Mars here. A little bit of a replay bug. There we go. All better. As now we go in, so 38-minute mark. Let's see anything. Thick Blood coming up for Poseidon. I very much like that, as the quenching scales, as you can see, is very, very effective in today's meta, as well as that lifesteal, which you will see here. Terrified Potato, maybe getting there is the pull on Me Cloud. He is a quenching skills getting used to save him. Master Splinter that didn't end up going too well for him. Jordan with the clutch obliterate. There is the numbers advantage for the orange team and the positional advantage because of that lane getting pushed. So unfortunately, there's nothing the blue team can do except try to maybe contest this. NATO 6 is going to maybe hopefully try to use obliterate from behind this wall here to maybe do an orb steal. But I'm not sure if the obliterate hits actually ends up hitting the oh my goodness, he's absolutely obliterated. Look at that burst damage, absolutely insane. I don't know if Kij the Mage there is if that's all his if his build here. What is it? Crit. Oh, some attack speed. Interesting. No, he's going a proper DPS build. Very interesting to see that. So that must have been Poseidon's C ability. Oh, look at Stasis Gem there, little Mars. But I mean, it only delays the inevitable. Oh, you can see the aggressive nature of these stasis of the blinks is just unreal. How much they're doing. Look at the CC chain, absolutely obliterating Terrified Potato. Master Splinter nobly defending his tower to their death. Wow, wow, wow. Well done, Orange Team, to clutch that back from being ahead, or from being behind in the early game, kind of, and then just kind of clutching it back. So well done Orange Team indeed. So let's take a look here. Blood-soaked armor being kipped to the late game. Interesting to see that. Hydroverser, that's why she hit like a truck. There we go. That's why indeed. Hydroverser, oh, so worth it, guys. Absolutely 100% worth it. Thick Blood, nice to see that. As again, quenching scales and lifesteal is affected here by this bloodsteal, or bloodsteal, Thick Blood. Very, very effective. Revenant, nice to see a Thirst Fang. It's a very different source for me, at least, to see it to getting that lifesteal. Yeah, Master Splinter here. Yep. Barrier of Will, Quenching Scales, Thermobond, absolutely very, very effective. That's where that tankiness came in the late game. Thermobond as well, very effective. You can see all of that crowd control here. Would have definitely procced that quite a bit. Serath, very nice build as well. Maybe a little bit more lifesteal. It could be nice, but again, I think she will be replacing this ward for something else. And Stasis Gem, nice to see that. Very good in today's meta. You can stop so much with Stasis Gem. Very nice to see that. Well done. What a game, guys. What do you think about this game? Let me know down in the comments. That last engagement, man. The orange team had it in the bag, absolutely in the bag. They're pushing down their only weak lane. They had it. They absolutely had it. They just engaged. They just had it to wait out. They had to wait out the other minions, the other lanes. They would have had it. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Please like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, share it with the community. Guys, subscribe.